fractured cheekbone and reluctantly relinquished his number 6 jersey. But Darren Lockyer was eager to retain an influence on the first grand final qualifier between Brisbane and Manly. On the plus side, Sam Thaiday was back from a suspension incurred for a dangerous lifting tackle when these two teams met just 3 weeks ago. On that occasion, the Sea Eagles were beset by absences of their own, going down narrowly at Suncorp Stadium. But with key personnel like Brett Stewart and Kieran Foran on deck for the return encounter, they looked a much tougher proposition and sent an early warning that that would certainly be the case.
And a go from Dumming half for Ballon. He's over. You can put it down for a try. Ballon scores Maxwell points to the spot.
The Broncos had an equaliser for the taking. However, Dale Copley complicated matters for the luckless Jack Reed.
Can you believe it?
If Copley's confidence wasn't battered by that, then it would have been 90 seconds later when he coughed up the pill coming off his own line.
Cherry Evans has got it away. Here comes Hopewadi. Hopewadi scores for Manly.
10-0 with 10 on the clock made it an awful start for Brisbane, who were looking rudderless, while Manly's halves were in total control.
What a pass. What a deliverance from Cherry Evans, the number 7, for Brett Stewart to rack up another try.
Cherry Evans was tormenting the Broncos' left side defence, but his kicking wasn't quite up to par with his sublime passing game.
A chance!
Brisbane's premiership bid was hanging by a very fine thread and required an immediate injection of life.
He puts a kick over, Yee and Robertson. And it's come down. Going upstairs. They're going to have a look at this.
Yao Yee's extraordinary effort was given the blessing it deserved from the video box.
Gerard Yao Yee, you are freakish.
And the Broncos were finally in business, going to the sheds with something to show for their first 40, but still with a huge amount of work to do. However, it didn't take long for the size of that task to grow just that little bit taller.
Jamie Lyon in and away. Hopewadi, another one. Hopewadi, another try.
The Queenslanders remained dogged and desperate to keep in touch.
And here's a pass from Parker to Wallace, and Wallace is in. Wallace has scored for Brisbane adjacent to the posts. When it all looked so impregnable, it suddenly became very vulnerable.
It had been a big night for the respective number 7s, but the lone 6 was anxious to be included as well.
Foran and Foran! He has scored! He challenged and he conquered!
When it comes to anxiety, though, it's a couple of Foran's teammates who have concerns, with Tony Williams' tackle on Yao Yee earning the big fella a booking. And no sooner had the Broncos winger recovered from that when he set sail for the corner.
The ball's gone out to Gerard. He might have got this. No. The touchdown. He's got control of the line.
He missed out on the try when his foot found the sideline, but he also copped a couple of knees from Steve Mathai, which resulted in the Kiwi hitman being put on report as well as Williams.
But the only concern we have in the whole scenario there is you coming in with your knees leading. That's why the Brisbane plays like that, OK? It's on report.
Needing 3 converted tries with just over 10 minutes remaining made it seem like a hopeless cause for the Broncos. And it had them taking some spectacular risks like this.
Matt Gillette got a kick on that last one and then is batted back by hand. And where is it now? Here it is with Hodges. Hodges goes up the middle. Hodges looking for the line. Hodges to Gillette. Gillette's over the line.
Just when Lockyer's replacement Matt Gillette was certain to dot down, Jamie Lyon intervened. And with a bit of assistance from teammates at the end, enough doubt was sown in the minds of the on-field and off-field officials to deny the try. Brisbane did get across a couple of sets later, with Copley finishing the game much better than he began it.
Gets it away to Reed. Reed on to Copley. Copley's over. Try for Brisbane.
Broncos interchange forward David Haller was also denied 4 points in the shadows of full time due to the goal line defenders being obstructed by Corey Parker. But it made no difference, with Manly recording a deserved 26-14 victory.